R&B songs used to be like, I'll give you the mountains and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And now it's just like, I'll give you this dick.
Yeah, I mean.
Even R&B songs.
The beat's so sensual.
Right.
I give you this dick, always and forever.
Until tomorrow.
Then your ass gotta get out. Get out of my house. Get out of my hotel.
Bitch.
Dick. Welcome to the I Can Explain That podcast. And on this episode of the podcast, Chris Reiter and Chris Bazemore deep dive into the concept of the one. They give their opinions and beliefs on this funny and potentially thought-provoking episode. Stay tuned. Always and forever. Each moment with you. Just like a dream to be that somehow came true. And I know I can explain.
I was gonna say, where the Jason can we cut to it?
I like the song. Welcome to the I Can Explain That podcast. Oh man, talking about, I'm one of your hosts, Chris Bazemore. To my left,
Chris Reiter. I don't know what camera one, camera two.
Do you believe in the one? The concept of the one.
My thoughts on the one are probably very similar to my relationship with the idea of God. In that I'm agnostic.
Okay.
So is it something I inherently subscribe to or believe in? No. But would I go as far as to say it is fake or doesn't exist? Also no.
Huh.
It's something like, for me, the foundation of being agnostic is we as humans will not know in this life if God is real or not. And I mean definitively no. Like 1 + 1 = 2, no. You can believe, and some people believe so hard that they think they know, but you don't actually know. We won't know until it's all said and done, and either he don't exist and you're dead and gone, or he does exist and you're arriving at the pearly gates or the fiery ones, or maybe the reincarnation. I don't know which one's real. So you won't know until it's too late. So with the one, it's like, it's the same thing. I don't necessarily subscribe to it. I won't go as far as say it doesn't exist. Hopefully, conversely, as compared to the idea of God, I will know if it's real or not before it's too late.
Yeah, hopefully. You would hope.
Right.
No one wants
that checkout girl was the one. Fuck.
Oh, you don't want to arrive and be like, oh, all this time I've been saying this Satan stuff.
Right.
God
damn. What's up, Peter? The exit's that way? Cool, man.
I got you.
Can I just peek inside?
Nah.
Can I put a GoPro on him? He getting in, right?
Nah.
Peter's still like, nah. Take your ass to the stairs.
I definitely don't want to find out that way. But I think when it comes to the one, for me.
The one.
I would like to believe that it exists. I would like, hopelessly romantically, looking at a lot of movies and shit, you would love to think that there's one person out there for all of us. And I think in a lot of ways we just say that because it makes it easier to go on, like gives you hope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think the purpose of it is to give us hope, which it does. And we're like, oh yeah, you know what? She wasn't right or he wasn't right, but you know what?
This one might be that one.
This is the one.
Yeah, I've noticed with Latinas that I know, the lion's share of them definitely subscribe to the narrative of the one.
Okay.
Granted, maybe it's a little bit of a bias or a correlation. A lot of them, the ones that I know, were raised by telenovelas.
Sure. I think that the concept of the one comes from TV.
Oh, for sure.
And movies and shit like that.
Right. Like marriage was a business arrangement.
Yeah.
Up until, the written word in media and television and movies.
It still is a business arrangement.
Dr. Umar Johnson says.
No. Don't Dr. Umar Johnson.
I know the verbatim. Every time I've heard him talk about, especially when he gets on his ramblings about interracial couples, he will still.
Which you are a product of.
I don't know if there was a couple. they was fucking faux show.
They were a couple that night.
In the words of Young Buck.
They were not. They was some cutting.
Nah, dog. I don't want to think about my mama sucking balls. My balls.
Take it nut to the grip.
No.
Just the first one. You was clearly the second one.
Fuck that.
You ever think about what's the song that you was conceived to?
Knowing them, but it could have probably like Sticks or some shit.
I kind of know my song.
Oh, please do tell.
It fucked up this song for me. It's such a great song.
Please tell.
So I forgot how I found. I think my sister.
Your parents old, right?
Yeah.
Can I guess?
It's not as old as you think, but go.
Give me a clue.
It's not as old as you think, but
Give
go.
me another one, goddamn.
I'm trying to give you a clue that won't give it away. It was popping at the time.
Boy. Okay, so Pop at the time, so it's 1991, 93?
I would say
Is it
92 because I was
Is it
born.
Color Me Bad?
I
Wanna sex you up.
Think they old asses was doing that? Niggas don't got the hips for that.
91, 92.
I could tell you.
Okay, I got nothing. I was gonna guess James Brown.
My.
They was
Sure look good tonight.
damn.
Yeah, I hate that song. I hate that song so much. I forgot how I found out, but that ain't something you find out. And like that ruins your day.
Sure.
Like I think I got into a fight that day. Like, it's like fuck everything, man. But I do think, even with music too, right? Like this concept of that
used to be.
You know,
Deion Cole said it best. Like R&B songs used to be like, "I'll give you the mountains and this and that and blah blah blah." And now it's just like, "I give you this dick."
Yeah, I mean,
even R&B songs.
The beat's so sensual.
Right.
I give you this dick, always in forever.
Until tomorrow.
Then your ass gotta get out. Get out of my house. Get out of my hotel.
Bitch.
Dick. Yeah, I think we about to be an R&B.
I think so.
We at least got the lyrics.
I don't we got the lyrics.
I think with what's out, we ain't that bad. I think we.
No, not at all.
We not.
You make beats. We can do this.
Yeah, we might could. Hey, stay
do some
tuned.
parody songs.
We might have to. I think though. Back to the thing. I think the concept of the one is very like lost in today's time though.
Sure.
I do think no one's thinking of that now, and especially in like metropolises, it seems like in particular because it's hard to think of the one. I'm thinking the one who gonna help me pay these bills.
Sure, right.
I ain't thinking of the one.
Right, because the one
ain't got no job.
Barista, so like, I ain't got no job. Yeah, we got the. It's,
you said
barista.
We went two different places.
I gave the bitch a job.
But you called her a bitch in the process.
I don't know that bitch. Depends on who it is. You that bitch at that Dunkin', you know who you are.
Oh, who fucked up your order? Spelled your
name
name
why I
right?
go into Dunkin', I feel like I'm bothering them.
Yeah, no, that'd be like that. I went into a Starbucks once, and I felt like that. And at first, I was really happy because it was the first all-black, like, Starbucks. Mm-hmm. But they were vibing. They had music playing. And there was no one really in there. And I came in, I was like, yo, can I get a vanilla bean? And then
this nigga
turned the music down.
Right,
so
down
now everybody
bitch, I ain't worried about nothing.
Now everybody dancing in the corner just stopped. And they like, yo, what the fuck is happening? Now they looking at me mad. I'm like, I'll dance with you. Just make my shit.
You gotta turn the music down.
Just make my shit. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, it wasn't a good vanilla bean. It was not made with love.
So you think that younger millennials, Gen Z, or maybe just everyone as a whole now, not necessarily on board with the concept of the one?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's even.
I mean,
people don't even. We talked about it before. People aren't even trying to get married anymore.
Sure. I mean, I'm naturally skeptical of the concept of the one because but the divorce rate is crazy. It's little more than or close to half. So it's like all those marriages, they said the other person was the one, and then they was not.
I have a theory on that.
Go ahead.
My theory is that, lizard people, right?
Boy, I fucking do this shit again. No.
So lizard people, they come
down.
No, so I think you can have the one for the moment. I really subscribe to that.
I do think sometimes love can be finite.
Yeah, and we all change, right? Mm-hmm. Like we are evolving creatures. So who I am today may not be who I am gonna be in 7 years.
Right.
I looked up this thing. It was an ill statistic. Did you know that like, you lose skin cells every day, and you got trillions upon trillions of them. And they say in like 7 years time, you totally
your genetic makeup changes. Like you could in 7 years time, you could no longer have like a peanut allergy.
Yeah,
like your body could
just
morph out of it.
So, if that's a thing that could happen,
sure.
Naturally, you would assume someone's mind can change, open up, close.
So you're more so your idea of the one you think it's flexible.
Yes, because
not necessarily one for forever, but there can be a one for a period of time, or a moment in time.
My last relationship, I knew. Well, first of all, she should have known I wasn't shit because when she first said I love you, I said that's what's up. That was my response, my exact response.
What was her response to your response?
That
okay,
like just quietness, just literal like
the big matzo ball she threw out there, yeah.
And I was just like, "That's what's up." I think I like grabbed her, gave her a noogie. I don't know. I was young.
You got the nerve.
I didn't actually do that.
To tell me I got intimacy issues. When I'm the one who first said it about you, and you out here giving noogies to I love yous.
Come on. Bring it in. At the time, I didn't know what it was.
Sure, because you change.
Yeah. I was
How
also
old
like
were you?
22.
Yeah, you don't know shit.
I still don't know shit.
Right.
But like, I definitely didn't know shit. And I knew from that moment, I knew she wasn't my forever. And I used to say that because she used to tell me that. And I'd be like,
she used to say you were her forever.
Yeah, I'd be like, don't get your hopes up.
What was her background?
What you mean? Like, where she come from?
Yeah.
She was a barista. No, she was
barista.
She was Haitian.
Okay. Interesting.
So she would say I love you and stuff like that. And that's, she was very like intimate in that capacity. But I knew and would tell her like, I don't think we're going to be forever, but I think we're going to learn a lot from each other. Like, I think this is a good like bridge relationship. Is that wrong?
This bitch was starter house fucking. This is a 1-bedroom ranch. I think we not for forever. But we gonna learn a lot from this.
It was a studio apartment. It was a quality. It's a quality studio. I'm not saying anything wrong.
This is my open mic phase of relationships.
Yes, like this. I knew I had to learn from her, and we had to learn from each other.
Sure.
So I didn't go into it thinking of forever. Now, but I'm also
no, but that's very honest. That's very forward thinking of you. Granted, for her to hear, I wouldn't. Goddamn.
I'm also the same person that took someone back to where we got together to break up with them, like a full circle. That's what I thought it'd be poetic. Yeah,
you ain't shit.
I was also like 21, 22. That might have been right before that.
That's the most light-skinned thing I ever heard.
I was trying to be poetic. Like,
that's the most light-skinned thing I ever heard.
It was like blue lights and shit.
Shut up talking to me.
She didn't take that too well either.
No. I'm ready to fuck you up on their behalf.
I wasn't wrong.
Yeah, well, the breakup thing, a little bit, yeah.
Nah.
I feel, yes. That's almost fuckboy in nature on that one.
No, whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I said it.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Clip it.
No. It's not. You're a liar.
But the first thing, I think you're not wrong. Not at all.
Yeah, I just knew.
That is a tough pill to swallow. That's a punch to the gut to hear. And how often would you say it?
Every day. No.
Every time she said I love you, you had a speech ready.
Yeah, a different one, which was motivating me. That's why I write.
That's why I'm great at crowd work now.
Yeah, that's why, because I had to work on what she gave me. But I told her that like once or twice. Like when she was like, what do you think this is going to... It was also, just noting, that was in response to the question.
That is a tough question. Like when I heard that, what do you think this is long term? My brain don't think like that.
Mine either.
As far as relationships go.
Mine, well, it used to, but now I'm like changing and I'm like trying to be more in the moment.
In the moment, sure.
So I'm not trying to think that far. Because I do think expectations is the root
sure.
of a lot of fucking disappointment.
Yeah.
having that expectation. It's her coming into it going like, this is my forever. And me going, but no.
Talk to me in 6 months.
Let's see how this goes. You know what? We'll have a performance review in 6 months.
We'll do some 360 feedback. I give you something, you give me something.
Yeah, we'll reconvene. We'll discuss.
We'll circle back.
We'll circle back. If anything,
parking lot this.
We'll go back to the same place we got together.
And then we'll see.
We'll see. Maybe it'll end like a circle.
Like a circle.
But yeah, so that's kind of my the one thing is really based on like the one for the moment.
Sure.
And not like, yeah, you the one for the night. I'm saying,
where do you think the influence comes from for you? Because I'm a big advocate of rom-coms.
Me too.
And I'm still sort of skeptical of that idea, even though that's all rom-coms preach.
I just think it's because I think seeing things fail made me go, well, it has to be a reason. Mm-hmm. You see enough shit fail, you go, well, why is this failing? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times they're in two different places. I think the most common thing is they're in two different places, and sometimes more literally, he's in a different woman's bed, she's at home, or vice versa.
Damn, why is it gotta be like that, dog? Why can't they just be like one?
Hey, my experiences, man.
Fair enough.
What? Huh?
Oh, from what you observed.
So yeah.
Okay.
Not me. I'm not a cheater like yourself, but
I no cheat.
You cheat. You cheat. You lie. You steal.
Like Eddie Guerrero.
Drive a lowrider.
Drive a terrain.
But yeah, that's how I look at it. I do think because when you get together at a particular time, you guys are, stars are aligning.
Sure.
But then stars like,
like the actual stars,
yeah,
they shift. Your moon is rising different things.
So if y'all don't understand that and don't shift with each other, that's when it fails. I think it is indeed possible. I just think you have to,
I also think not necessarily the one, but I think communication gets a whole lot better when you're older.
Don't let me hang. I so agree. You left me hanging a little.
Sorry, I thought you were going to hit me.
Why would I hit you?
I don't know. But I think communication gets a whole lot better the older you get.
Agreed.
110%.
Agreed.
And I think, like, maybe some of the relationships I've had previously when I was younger, maybe with some not so much, but other ones, maybe they have lasted longer if communication was better.
I agree. I do think that's the root to all of, if we're looking at, it's always a breakdown in communication.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
Also, a policing of emotions. I think I've gotten much better at that as I've gotten older. Now I'm very aloof. Like, I'm pretty stoic in most situations. I can stay in the pocket. And that's another thing why I think millennials specifically are getting more serious and maybe even considering marriage later because they're better with their emotions and they're better at communicating.
I agree. I think that was the whole thing. I think that was going back to the previous episode of Fuckboys, that was the breakdown. I don't think a lot of motherfuckers tend to be fuckboys. It's just don't communicate. You just don't are you doing that because it's me trying to defend?
I disagree.
No, man. How?
I don't think it's necessarily them not being able to communicate. I think it's
I'm speaking for me.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Defend your fuckboy.
Because you said it earlier. It's been way.
Well, I mean, you took a bitch. Like, that's not even like, that's like a villain origin story. That's not even a fuckboy. Like, this bitch gonna try to drown the island of Manhattan now because you poetically broke up with her on the promenade or whatever the fuck.
It was a promenade.
See?
It had blue lights.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice, man.
No, it wasn't.
We got together there.
So?
It ended there.
Marvel, you watching this? This is a fucking... That's where Scarlet Witch comes from. Right?
Well, I guess on that note, what I'd say is, communication, man.
Well, communication and the one.
The one. I mean,
I think we're of similar stance. I think you're a little bit more wanting than I am. I mean, the idea of it would be great if there is the one that's supposed to be your true heartbeats when your heart beats, blah, 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 poetic, cute bullshit.
Well, technically, it's supposed to beat when
I like to, not that's in sync. Maybe I'm a little bit more pragmatic.
Possibly. Or just got intimacy
It'd be
issues.
No. I'm
Man.
very intimate.
To yourself.
That was rude.
On that note, appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys for listening.
Peace out.